Hey, what's going on, my friends? It is SouLah the Legend here for Mental Health Mondays. Woo, 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 woo. Anyway, off the bat, please share this video, like, comment, share, like, comment, share, like, comment, share. Even if you don't finish watching this, just like, comment, share for me before you click away. I would really appreciate that. But secondly, for anybody who was here earlier today, I have been doing Mental Health Mondays at 12:30 p.m. and that's how I have it listed on my platforms as a regular time. But I haven't been getting good engagement at that time. I haven't been getting good engagement with the live streaming in general. So today, listen, what I want to talk to you about for Mental Health Mondays today ties right into why you just now seeing me. Oh, hey, how you doing? CE King, what's going on, my friend? I don't see your name, but I know it's you because you're the only one who greets me like that. You greet me the same way every time. Consistency. I love you. Um, but anyway, I was gonna be here. I was gonna be. I'm doing good. I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. How about you? Um, but today, I was going to be on here at 12:30 p.m. because I've been wanting to do these platforms live. I wanted to live stream so that if people had questions or comments, I could interact. But there really hasn't been good. Okay, I will. I'll do that. Okay, there really hasn't been good engagement with people interacting with me when I'm doing a live stream. So make sure you like, comment, and share this video for me, friend, before you disappear. Well, you already comment, but share it for me. Okay, make sure you share, you like and share. But so anyway, when 12:30 came around, I was feeling really just exhausted, and I was just thinking about the commitment and the push to show up to be here, knowing that there was a low probability that I was going to be letting anybody down if I wasn't here at 12:30, like I said I was going to be. So I just decided that I would come on whenever the heck I felt like it today, right? And so and so I think that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. A couple of things, because I like to dedicate Mondays to mental health. Thank you so much, hon. I like to dedicate Mondays to mental health. And so one of the things that I want to say to you is about having unscheduled rest time. It's really good to have a schedule. And hello to everybody who's jumping on. It's great for you to have a dedicated schedule. Really, really good to have a guideline for how your day is going to play out, how your week, your month, your year, your 5 year plan, all of that good stuff. But you have to leave yourself flexibility for real life. A schedule is something that is designed to aid and assist you to help you stay focused, right? It's not something that was meant to confine you or imprison you or stress you out or pressure you. And I think we use schedules the wrong way, okay? Because a schedule, hello for everybody who's jumping on, please like, comment, and share. If you're going to leave real quick, just share the video before you leave. Like, comment, and share before you leave. Thank you so much. But I'm talking about my schedule and how I just decided not to stick to my schedule today and do this broadcast earlier today at 12:30 when it was scheduled to be done. Sometimes there are things in your schedules that can't be moved. Some things kind of set in stone. Like when you show up for work, if you have a 9 to 5 job, that's set in stone, right? You have to be at your job when you have to be there, unless you're calling in sick, or have an appointment, a legitimate reason to be there. You can't just have an unscheduled rest time when you have to be at work, right? If there are obligations and commitments where other people are relying on your presence, those things are kind of set in stone. You have to be there. So there are some things in your schedule that are set in place that you need to do your very best to be committed to. But everything, you try to keep your schedule as flexible and as fluid as possible, because having a fluid schedule, it does so much for your mental health to relieve stress and pressure and anxiety. to have a fluid schedule, because what a fluid schedule does is it gives you the room to move with the ebb and flow of your energy and your emotions and kind of where you're at in your projects. So if you have the energy to get a book finished, if you will, and that's a really relevant example for me because I'm a writer, right? So maybe I have on my schedule that I wanted to. I'm a writer. I'm an artist. So I'm an author. I'm an artist, and I'm a speaker. And I have my Don't Miss Out Foundation, which is my nonprofit for emotional health education and suicide prevention. So I got a lot going, and I'm a mom and I'm a wife, right? I got a lot going on. But let's just say that I have scheduled in the month of June that I want to get an album released. I want to get 3 chapters of my book done, and write a curriculum for an e-course, an e-class for my nonprofit, right? Let's just say this is what the schedule was for June. But when I start writing the book in the first week of June, I'm just really in a flow, in a zone, in an energy with writing. The beauty of having a fluid schedule and understanding that goal setting and schedules are meant to assist you, not to lord over you, not to imprison you, not to stress you out. The beauty of having a fluid schedule is if that is where my energy is freely flowing, meaning I don't have to force it. I'm not forcing myself to try to get this done or in some sense of dread, like, oh God, I gotta go write, I gotta go record. This dread that comes over us sometimes when we set a schedule, but what's next on the schedule, we really don't feel like doing it. But we'll tear ourselves away from something that we were enjoying, that we had the energy and the motivation and the momentum to get done. And we'll tear ourselves away from that to go do something that we don't feel like doing, no inspiration, no motivation, no energy, just because we're obsessed with sticking to a schedule. No, no. We need to stop doing that. For anybody jumping on, hello, good evening. Mental Health Mondays with SouLah the Legend on the Make Your Life Matter platform. Please like, comment, share, like, comment, share, like, comment, and share. But I'm talking tonight about having a fluid schedule and how helpful that is for relieving stress and anxiety and insomnia, how much it helps with productivity, how it helps you overcome procrastination, all of that. Because you want to just be able to flow. You want to move in energy that's flowing, that's free flowing. You want to move with grace. And having a fluid schedule allows you to move with grace so that you can do what you feel like doing when you feel like doing it. And again, it's not always possible because some things are set in stone. Maybe you have an actual deadline. If I have a deadline in I'm sorry, there's bugs hitting my legs. I'm sitting outside. But for the example that I use of dropping a song, finishing an e-course, and doing a couple of chapters in my book, if I have a committed deadline and I'm working with a team, or I paid money and I have to get something done by a certain deadline, then I may have to stick to the goal that I set and keep to the schedule that I started with to have the e-course done that week, right? So sometimes it's not always possible. Your schedule can't always be fluid. But what I'm saying is, even as you're making your schedule, I want you to think about that as you're creating the schedule. Leave lots of room in your schedule. Please leave lots and lots of discretionary time in your schedule, where this is not unproductive time. It's time where you're saying, okay, here are my goals. You have a list of things that you want to get done, a list of goals that you want to accomplish, a list of tasks that you want to complete. Some have to be completed by an exact time frame. You pencil those into the schedule and you do your best to stick to those. But then you have all of this discretionary time, these blocks of time where nothing is scheduled. And in those blocks of time, that's when you look at your list and say, I feel like doing this right now. I feel like doing that right now. Okay. So it's really important to have a fluid schedule because it allows you to rest when you need to. It allows you to take unscheduled rest, right? Well, if there's nothing on the schedule, because you may have a scheduled rest day, like Saturday, Friday, whatever. You may have a day. Monday might be your rest day, but when your schedule is fluid, you can take your rest day whenever you need it, rest hours. And today was just one of those days I needed to chill. I was tired. I had a cookout yesterday. I celebrated Father's Day a week later for my husband because he was out of town on Father's Day. And on my daily reel, I talked yesterday about if you miss the moment, make the moment. Don't miss the moment, make the moment. So since he was out of town and we couldn't celebrate Father's Day the week before, I wanted to do it up for him yesterday when he was in town. So we had our own Father's Day celebration yesterday. And your girl got down. I was up from like 8 o'clock in the morning cooking, and I didn't finish probably until around, I don't know, maybe seven at night. So almost a good 11 hours straight. So your girl is tired. I was so tired today. So that was the thing I wanted to talk to you about, and that's why I just decided to do this live today whenever I felt like it. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about was with this live, because I have it promoted on all of my social media platforms that I do this live at 12:30 p.m. on Mondays. That may sound like one of those things in my schedule that maybe should not have been fluid, that I should have stuck to that time. But the other thing that I want to tell you that, it's okay to not keep commitments that you've made that don't um, adversely affect other people. Like if nobody is relying on you and it's just a commitment that you made to yourself to do something, it's okay to reevaluate that commitment if it's not producing the desired results. Hello, for anybody who's coming on. This is SouLah the Legend, Mental Health Mondays on the Make Your Life Matter platform. Thank you for joining. Please like, comment, and share. I'm just talking about having a fluid schedule, how that relieves stress and anxiety, and also giving yourself the room to reevaluate commitments that you've made that are no longer serving you. And it is really okay to not keep a commitment or to reevaluate a commitment that it's just not working to your benefit. Sometimes we, without really thinking it through, commit to things that when it's time to execute is really overwhelming, unproductive, non-beneficial, stressful, sometimes even detrimental. We can schedule things or commit to things that are really not good for us. Now, number one, you really want to be more mindful and more responsible and more accountable for what you put in your schedule and what you commit to. But we're not always going to do that. Sometimes we're going to get it wrong. And I want you to leave room for yourself to reevaluate your commitments without feeling like a quitter, without feeling like a failure, without feeling like you're letting people down because you're not being the perfect people pleaser. Okay? You have to give yourself room to reevaluate. That's not quitting. For you to reevaluate a goal or a commitment and to have the discretion and the wisdom to say, this is no longer serving my greater good, or this is just not working. It's not producing enough of a benefit. I'm not getting enough of a return on investment. That's one of my favorite terms. Are you getting an emotional return on investment for what you're putting out? So sometimes it might be a little bit of benefit. So I was talking about doing these lives every Monday at 12:30 p.m. I've been doing that for about a month now. And I don't know. I think I've maybe had 2 or 3 views live, like total for a whole month while I was going live. Now, do I value those couple of people that showed up? Do I value those views? Do I value those people? Sure. If I can help one person, is it worth it? Absolutely. But the benefit of me pressing in to be here at 12:30 on Mondays does not equal uh, what I'm putting out to do that. So the reward is not justified. The work that I'm doing is not justified by the reward that I'm getting out of it, right? I'm not getting a good return of investment, return on investment for the work that I'm putting in to be here at 12:30 on Mondays, because that's a really difficult time slot for me. It's right out after I get out of therapy. I do my therapy on Mondays, and it's right after therapy. And when I initially chose that time, I thought I wanted to just kind of unpack what happened in therapy live with you guys. So it was a good idea, but it hasn't executed well. And so as I take the time to reevaluate that, I decided today I just wasn't going to do it. I wasn't coming today. I was really tired and I wanted to relax, and I didn't want to be here at 12:30. And I said, you know what? I'll get there later on tonight whenever I make it today. Or if not at all, that's cool too. so so yeah, those are the two things that I have for you today, friends. Just making sure your schedule is fluid as possible, that you don't jam pack every minute of your schedule, every day of your week, um, every week of your month. Just leave a lot of room in your schedule to move in the flow of your current energy, like wherever your motivation and inspiration is at that time. You want to give yourself room to do that. So know what needs to get done and have a general timeline of when things need to be completed. But then from day to day, when you actually check those boxes off, if your schedule is not jam packed, you have room to work on those things a little bit at a time, or a lot at a time. That's what I love about having a fluid schedule. Like if you're really in a zone, you could just really lock in on one thing and get a whole song finished, an album finished in 2 weeks, get a book done in 8 days. I wrote a book in 8 days, just locking in. I didn't do anything else. And that's the beauty of having a fluid schedule when you can. So work on making that happen for yourself. And then the other thing is, when you make commitments that are just between you and yourself, or one or two other people that are not really going to be adversely affected, you can reevaluate that commitment and not keep it. It's okay. Now, if other people are involved, it's not okay for you to just haphazardly say, hey, I'm not going to do this. Be a person of your word and a person of integrity, and talk it out with them. And if they're not okay with you not keeping a commitment and you can still keep it, keep it. But if they're okay with it, don't. And then sometimes you just have to apologize, because even if they're not okay with it, you just really can't keep it, or it's just really not to your benefit to keep it. And it's no great harm to them if you don't. So sometimes you just gonna have to say sorry and still not do it. And I'm not encouraging or endorsing us not being people of our word, but I just want you to give yourself more grace. Stop overbooking yourself. Stop jam packing your schedule. Stop thinking you got to show up for everyone and everybody and everything, and not leaving yourself any room to think, any room to rest, any room to change your mind. Stop doing that to yourself, because it creates a lot of anxiety. It creates a lot of stress. It creates a lot of sleepless nights. It creates a lot of pressure. It creates a lot of tension. It creates a lot of unproductivity and procrastination. So stop doing that to yourself. Leave room in your schedule, leave room in your life, all right? To live, to live, to move, to breathe, and more importantly than anything, to flow. Just to operate in a flow, in a rhythm for how you feel led each day to live your life out. If your day is jam packed with commitments, you really can't do that, because it's on your mind. I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this next. I got to do that next. When are you stopping and having a moment to breathe and reflect and just feel yourself? Feel you, feel the God in you, to connect to what's going on around you, and say, okay, I'm gonna do this next. So instead of having a schedule and say, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this next. If your schedule is more fluid, you can stop and breathe and say, okay, I just finished that. So what do I feel like I want to do next? And then with this inspiration of grace, you move into the next thing. It's a beautiful way to live. It's the way I live. It's beautiful. And you gotta try this. And if your life, the way it is right now, is not conducive to that, it's because you have not cultivated that for yourself. Work on it. Work on it. It's worth it. It's so worth it. So I love you guys. That's all I got for tonight. It was a lot for me to show up tonight because I'm still in my rest. Do you hear me? And I'm about to go do something I want to do. I think I want to go work on a song. I'm working on an album right now. My single is dropping on July 2nd next week, which is my birthday. Sunday, right? Yeah, my birthday is Sunday. So my single is dropping midnight on July 2nd. And it's actually the feature single for an album that's coming after it. So the single is called Trauma Issues. And that's the title single of the album. It's called Trauma Issues. So I think I might go work on that a little bit. And or maybe not. Maybe I'll just go lay down. It's 8:15. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just sit out here and enjoy the weather. But see how I'm thinking that through and just kind of feeling what I want to do. That's the beauty of having a fluid schedule. I know that these are things I need to get done, and I'm evaluating whether or not it needs to get done right now, and should it get done right now, or should I wait? And that's okay. I'm a very productive person. People often ask me how I get so much done. They're like, how do you accomplish so much? And a lot of people think that I have a really strict schedule. And to be honest with you, I don't. I do not keep a schedule. I barely write things down in the calendar. The key to my productivity is going with the flow of how I feel led, and what I feel led to work on when I'm inspired and motivated to work on it, and I have the energy flow and the momentum to really get it done and get it done effectively and with joy. That's really the key for me, you know? Yeah. Tuning into my passion, listening to my spirit, being in tune, being in sync. Yep. And I always seem to be in the right place at the right time, doing the right things, living this way. So it just works. Promise you. I love you guys. This is SouLah the Legend, Mental Health Mondays on the Make Your Life Matter platform. So make sure you're following me on your favorite social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook every single day. I do a 60 to 90-second reel every single day on those platforms. It's the same one, so you can pick one or pick all. But follow me to get these little daily nuggets of inspiration. They're great. And then on my YouTube channel, all of these lives are on my YouTube channel, on a podcast channel, so you can rewatch all of these extended live updates on my YouTube channel. So follow me, subscribe to everything, like, comment, share, all of that good stuff. And make sure you're ready to check out my new single Sunday on my birthday. Love you guys. Until next time, remember, only you can make your life matter.